Alright, this is going to be a quick video because I'm just going to tell you about your Taylor Swift monologue. So there are no bigger fans out there than me and my girl Luna. Attached you will find your T-Swift rubric. This is going to tell you how you will be graded. So take a second to look at it and make sure that all the criteria, there's 5 categories, make sure that all the points are in your presentation. Okay? So that is diction, so how clearly you speak, can I understand you? Pace, are you speaking too fast? Are you speaking too slow? Interpretation, can I recognize the story? Do I think that you took the song in a understandable direction? Staging, I do want you to use your space, so that means moving about the spatial area, which I'll show you tomorrow, and body posture, meaning those things that we talked about when you did your monologue, those critiques that we made. So shifting your weight, playing with something in your hands, looking to the side or looking up. Those are body postures that could be distracting to your audience. So we want to make sure we minimize those. So today is really just a planning day for you to figure out how you're going to present your T-Swizzle song. So what is your interpretation? How do you want to tell this story? What does this song mean to you? You do not need to use the Taylor Swift interpretation. You can make your own. Luna's upset about that because she believes Taylor wrote some of the most beautiful lyrics ever. So. You should also be planning where you're going to move on stage, how you're going to stand on stage. There could be moments where you really want to emphasize a point, so maybe you'll use profile and you'll move to full front, or maybe you will have a moment where you'll be full back. Remember, be careful with this one because it is harder for us to hear, so keep that in mind if you decide to use a full back moment. All right, once you've planned out your entire presentation, please note that I would like your monologue to be memorized. You're not presenting tomorrow, so don't feel like you need to memorize it for tomorrow, but since I am giving you the whole theater class time to be preparing, do read through it a few times so you're very familiar with it, and then tomorrow you'll be reading through it some more with your buddy, so you do have time to memorize it. And for some of you, if you already know the song, memorizing might be really easy. But we do want it to be memorized so that we are not distracted by papers in your hand. Just a couple other things as you're practicing, run through it a few times. Don't just read through it once and call it a day. You want to know it so well that you can find moments to do interesting things. For example, there are moments where it's okay if you give us like a pause of silence, like you've said something really moving, either it was an angry moment, a sad moment, or like happy, but it's like one of those moments where you can pause, your audience can kind of think about what you said. Now that being said, you don't want your pause to be like 5 minutes. You don't want to just stand there staring at us, that would be super creepy. But you can put those points in there. I would suggest not having more than like 2 or 3, because otherwise it could get weird or boring. You can have moments where you speed up how quickly you speak. Just make sure that your diction gets clearer the faster you speak. Or you can have moments where you really emphasize certain words, like find words that are really important or really poignant to us as a listener and really pop them out, okay? Yeah, so you just want to be very comfortable with what you're going to say and have a purpose for everything that you're doing. Make a point, okay? So today you're working on your interpretation, you're working on your staging, your posture, and you're working on just getting it close to memorized as you can, okay? I cannot wait to see these. I'm very excited. And we have a special guest judge that's gonna be watching them as well. Don't worry, it's not anybody at Westville, so no panics, okay? It's gonna be great. I'm so excited.